So I started taking a little nap, and my boss was like, dude, you can't nap, but he just wants to hang. And I love the guy, I wanna hang, but I don't wanna hang halfway through my sleep. I presented him this spreadsheet with all the time versus my 15 minutes, and he was like, dude, and I could go on about that whole experience. What did come from it was I was exhausted. All right, I'm starting this vlog off a little different. I need to talk about sleep. I haven't been getting much, and I've been working on all sorts of ways to figure out how to get better. I posted about it. People give me tips. I've been trying different things, going to bed at different times, using sleep trackers, all sorts of things, but I would love to get 8 hours of sleep. Our baby is actually sleeping through the night, 7 to 7, crushing 12 hours, but Preston is reverting, and he is in a different bed. He started crawling out of his crib. What a cute little man. He's crawling out saying he's Spider-Man when we got back from our summer travels. And then he'd crawl out and he opened the door. And it's not like we're gonna lock him in there. So he would open the door and he'd come upstairs, not to our room, but just to our living room and yell, Papa, Papa, Papa. And now he's been doing it. He's been getting up at 3 a.m. and he's gotta pee or he wants to hang out. Doesn't want to sleep. He just says, I don't want to sleep. Now I want to play. So then it's like an hour of negotiating to get him back to sleep, which is a lot because then he falls asleep and then I'm up and I can't get back to sleep. So that has really been eating away at my life of sleep. I'll show you. I use a sleep tracker, the Aura Ring. It's my sleep yesterday. So he wakes up from 3 to 4 and I am just like, maybe he was up for half an hour. I got 6.5 hours. The day before that, he just woke up at 6 a.m. instead of 7, which is fine. The day before, he was up at here at 3. Tuesday, he was up around 3. I mean, look how bad that is. I got 4 hours and 50 minutes of sleep. Wednesday, I got 5 hours. Again, he's up from like 3, but then I can't sleep after all the white is awake. So it's been rough for me. So I've been looking for solutions. I did a TikTok post on it because I found these pills from a brand which I know and you know I love. What I've been trying and liking is, it's right here. This is Ritual, a brand I talk about a lot. So I did a TikTok. They liked it, just organic, talking about it, seeing if people were liking them and what these are about. And now I'm partnering with them for this. So not only am I going to tell you about these because I find they're really working. This is the Sleep Bio Series with melatonin. And what it is pretty cool. I wish you could smell this. You should when you buy it. It smells like vanilla. Pills smell like garbage, so it's really nice to do that. But this is, see this? They have these 3 different tablets in, and they're slow release. So one, and that's what I like with the pro, postbiotic they have too. Same thing, it like releases at different stages in your body, but this releases throughout your sleep. So one tablet releases early to help you fall asleep. The second helps you stay asleep, and the third helps you like finish your sleep. So little genius hack here from Ritual. It's been working. The thing that doesn't work for me is when my son wakes up, but on the nights when he does sleep, for instance, on the weekend, he didn't wake up at night. I slept. Look at that, Saturday, November 11th. 8 hours. And I still have movement, and I did kind of wake up at 7, but that's because my clock is then, I kind of doze back off for 45 minutes. But that was big. And that, again, if Preston doesn't wake up, this has helped me crush a night because I'm in my head on a lot of stuff. So I'm going to talk about a couple things I've been doing lately. I would love it if you guys leave comments of what's working for you, helping you sleep. Meditating. I've been using Calm. Actually just got this Love Your Mind Daily Mindfulness Journal, which is part of Headspace, which I did a while ago, but I've been liking the Calm app a little more. But this is cool. You do like your weekly prompts, put your weekend, your daily prompts, what are you grateful for? What are the small wins, big wins? Check in with yourself, what's on your mind. And then just kind of journaling, because when I put on TikTok, someone said you should journal before bed. It helps you. So I've been starting to write down some stuff, reading before bed instead of being on my screen, which has been helpful. I also really like this new, like the phone goes sideways and just has a little clock on it that's muted out, is nice. What else am I doing? Oh, I mean, exercise is so important for sleep. And the days I don't get it, I seem to do worse. I've been cold plunging, infrared sauning, journaling, taking my ritual sleep pill, tracking my sleep, which again, so I use the Oura ring. I put it on my pinky. You're supposed to wear it on your index, but I saw that OBJ had it on his pinky, Odell Beckham Jr., and he's like an Oura ring spokesman or spokesperson or something. So I got it for my pinky. Seems to be tracking well. Ring on your index, not for me. What else? Oh, so I used the Oura ring to track, but then I also track with this app called Rise, which is pretty cool, and it tracks your sleep debt. So I'm at 10.3 right now. I've been down under 5. Hannah, I don't know if you can see that, is 11.3. Girl needs to get off her phone while she sleeps. Before she sleeps, she gets stuck on that thing. Sometimes I wake up an hour after I pass out and she's still on it. If I'm taking any tips, tricks that you guys got, whatever I can hear that works, I would love to hear. I would love you to try the ritual sleep pills. I'm gonna leave a code down here so you can try them. I've tried a lot of sleep gummies, sleep powders, all sorts of things. That is definitely my go-to favorite. I'm having interrupted sleeps, but the sleep I'm getting feels good. And that, yeah, just back to the tracking quick, because I think the tracking's kind of a funny one. And I've heard this before, and I'm kind of under the same mindset too, that you kind of get obsessed with it, and then you might like be over anxious about not getting enough sleep, so then you don't sleep well because you're tracking it. But the funny thing is, before I started tracking my sleep, I just thought I was getting 8 hours all the time. I was like doing the math wrong. Not really, but you know, I go to bed at 12, wake up at 7:45. I was like, amazing. But what I didn't realize is how much I'm up during the night, or like how I'm not getting restful sleep. I don't think the deep sleep and the REM sleep are as important as sleep debt. For me, I really feel like if I still got 2 hours of deep sleep, I don't feel rested if I just slept for 5 hours. But if I get my sleep debt to under 5 hours on that app Rise, which again I really love, I feel like a machine. Like I could even have had a glass of wine or two the night before, or a martini, and I still feel like operating at another level. So my goal is always to get down under 5 hours, and I think Hannah, if she'd get under 5 hours, would be an absolute beast. She's already like such a crazy worker and just so hyper focused and crushing it. So proud of her. But yeah, I think it would be really effective for her as well. Sleep mask, you know, blackout shades. We don't have them, I'm getting some. But I do think a nap every day too. I'm a big napper. 10-minute naps in, I can fall asleep super fast during the day, mid-aft. But even, good story for you, I don't know, I think Hannah told this story at some point, but I used to DJ 6-7 nights a week, sometimes 2 gigs a night. So I would DJ, start usually at like between 8 and 10, and then if I started at 11, I'd be done at 4. I'd work like these 6-hour shifts. New York obviously runs super late. So I'd do that, but then I worked an office job, so I'd show up around 9:30, and I'd always leave around 6:30, like go home, take a quick nap, eat dinner, and then go back to work. And I did that for 3 years straight, almost like every day, at minimum 5 days a week. And then sometimes I'd even do like an after work gig for a corporate. Anyway, I was beat down. I was sleeping like literally 4 hours a night for like some grand sum of 2 years. It was tough, but it was New York, and like I didn't have a lot of cash, so I was making double income by working at night and loving it, and also getting the keys to the city, meeting so many people, being social. And I didn't DJ before, so I was just also teaching myself how to DJ during that time. I could go on about that whole experience and how hard you have to hustle to make it in the city, to stay in the city, etc. But what did come from it was I was exhausted. So at work, there was a small sofa. I worked for this company called Nomas, which was like a graphic t-shirt company who sold to Bloomingdale's and Nordstrom, whatever. Nomas-nyc.com. I don't even know if it still exists. There was a small sofa in the kind of entryway before you'd open the door to our office. So I started taking naps midday. I would just take 15 minutes because I was just like nodding at the computer. Obviously, I was working late night. So I started taking a little nap. And my boss was like, dude, you can't nap. No one's napping at work. Like, you can't nap. And I'm like, man, it's 15 minutes. I wake up, I'm super productive after. I feel like fully re-energized. I didn't even drink coffee back then. So I was like, I don't drink coffee. You know, he's like, it's cool, but like, you can't nap, man. You just either figure your shit out or, you know, hit the road. So here's what I did. I made a spreadsheet. I was in charge of sales and whatever, wholesaling. And so Excel, I love Excel, still love Excel. What a great, strong, powerful program. I made a spreadsheet and I started to monitor for a month. I monitored every other employee's cigarette breaks. I put how long they were, how much they're taking, because I didn't smoke. So I do it 5 days a week, how many cigarette breaks each employee took. I did that for a month, and then I amortized it over the year, not including vacations, but whatever. And these guys were taking so much time off, like almost a full month in an 8-hour day over the year of time smoking, which is allowed. You're allowed to go out and smoke, but I couldn't have a 15-minute nap. But they take multiple smoke breaks a day, far exceeding 15 minutes or half an hour, by the way. A lot of people are smoking for more than half an hour because they go out, they talk, I felt like really good about my spreadsheet. So I called a meeting with my boss. He's like, what's this about? I was like, just give me 10 minutes. I just want to run over some stuff. So we sat down in our little conference room. I was like, hey man, just want to know, you know, like, I don't know, you didn't want me to take a nap. I haven't had one in a month. Definitely like feeling it, but like on me, I work at night, blah, blah, blah. He's like, yeah, we talked about it. Cool, I've noticed. I was like, just want to show you, you know, the spreadsheet I built around cigarette breaks, because I think my nap was healthy and productive and should kind of be warranted and celebrated if I was putting it up against smoking. But you don't smoke, but you're super happy to let everyone else smoke. Because like corporate America, corporate world allows that. So I presented him, he's like, what? So I presented him the spreadsheet with all the time versus my 15 minutes of healthy time off to, you know, recalibrate and get back to work and be motivated to stay here and crush the day. And he was like, dude, what? And I'm like, you know, either, in my opinion, I should get another week or two of vacation, or I could nap, you know, one of the two. But I think it's fair to say we either got to like limit their smoke breaks because they're being super unproductive and taking so much time off, or I'd love to take another week or two vacation to meet up with the time they're taking off when I'm sitting at my desk working all day. And he's like, this is insane. Take your naps. How happy was this guy? Beyond happy. So happy to be napping. Every day I would just put my hands behind my head and like smile, fall asleep with like a smile on my face. So stoked to be napping. But I made my case, and that's the most important point. You know, like I needed it to function and I was better at work. It's healthy. Lots of studies around napping and what it can do for the day. So I still try and find time to nap. I don't get it every day, obviously, but when I can, and it's a good one. And I think it helps recalibrate the clock for the night, catch you up on sleep. If you're falling asleep debt, it's great. So that's my little sleep story for you guys. But yeah, I want to get better at sleeping. I got to find some things to do. Let's start a conversation on it. Leave some notes in the comments. I'll reply. Maybe we even do a live. Other supplements, if you like them, other vitamins you're taking. You know, I'm big into preventative medicine and Med 3.0. So I just had my blood tested. Tell you guys about that. I think I'm gonna do a full vlog too about like, you know, this new service Bionic that I'm trying, which tests your blood, makes you vitamins. Kind of can talk about the longevity doctor I've worked with, or longevity services, and just extending your life for the better. Because I mean, now that I have kids and a wife and a family, I just want to live as long as I can and be as healthy as I can with them. And the way they say Med 3.0 works, you can kind of extend your life by 10 years in like a really nice way. And then the fall off is quick at the end versus like suffering and depleting at the end. That's like a whole other Peter Attia Outlive book, which I'm almost done reading, which I'm loving. There's a lot to talk about. But sleeping is obviously part of a great, healthy lifestyle, living. Yeah, so anyway, I brush these teeth. I also like to know like how other people's medicine cabinets are looking, because Hannah's is actually looking really good these days. Mine's looking pretty good, you know. This is, we need to talk about this area a lot. I'm gonna brush these teeth. I'm gonna get out of your hair. My sleep is largely, as I told you, being affected by Preston's sleep. So yesterday, for the first time, this nice lady named Zan reached out and we did a little sleep coach session. And it was really cool.
That his day sleep starts stealing from his nights, which can cause him to start waking up earlier in the morning or have a longer night waking in the middle of the night or have a more difficult time falling asleep at bedtime. So since he's 3 years old now, I say we cap the nap at 2 hours. You want him to say big and strong. Yes, so you can get big and strong like his favorite character is. Yes, so you can get it big and strong like Chase, like whoever it is that he likes.
Chase.
So
That's Chase. It's literally Chase.
Anyway, Zan is awesome. We're actually gonna hold a family meeting tonight, discuss like wiggling when you wake up, the wiggle technique. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try saying like, if you sleep through the night, we got a present for you, and show like a little box. I'm just gonna get him like a Hot Wheels car or something and try and incentivize him to stay in his room, because he just gets up, like sometimes he has to pee, which is cool. I'm happy, but we gotta go back to bed after we pee. But a lot of the times he doesn't have to pee, he's just getting up. And he doesn't even want to get in our bed, which is actually really cool. He's not interested in hopping in, which is so nice, but he just wants to hang. And I love the guy, I want to hang, but I don't want to hang halfway through my sleep. So anyway, Zan, if you ever watch this, I hope it works. And I'm gonna follow up with everyone if it does. So sleep coaching, that might make me a better sleeper, just in general, which then I could take the ritual and sail through the evening. All right, gonna go to sleep, but you know how it goes. Thanks for watching.